Good morning, good morning, everyone. What's up? What's up? Happy Thursday. Hey to everybody already in the comments. What's up, Missy Ann? Girl, what's up? Jacob, hello.
What up?
Oh, we already got someone on? Hey.
My guy, just what's good, homie?
Good morning. Y'all. Go ahead, you guys. Drop the link for any of you guys that want to join us. We're about to get this morning routine going. 6 rounds in the next hour that we're going to do to get us into a productive flow state for the day. We do this morning routine every single morning. We took a bunch of high-level performers, Josh and myself, studied them, saw what they do with their morning routine. We wanted to get on track, be more and more and more productive as we can. So we're going to go ahead and knock those out. You guys are going to do some 5 minutes of workout, meditation, affirmations, motivational video, a business Q&A, so you guys can ask any questions if you want, and then end it out with, I'm forgetting one thing, gratitude. We'll do some gratitude too. Not in that order. That was out of order completely. But if you guys want to come join us on camera, we're only allowed to have 10 people. And you guys know by the end of this call, actually by the middle of this call, it's full. So it's just going to be
jam-packed,
first
slammed
come,
out.
first serve. Only 10 people allowed on camera. The rest of you guys can watch and engage on YouTube or Facebook. Good morning, Daryl. What's up? All right, you guys, let me go ahead and pull up this timer. First round we're going to do to get this morning started, we're going to do 5 minutes of some form of physical activity. I don't care if it's jumping jacks, working out, stretching, yoga, or just dancing in the room. Whatever it is, just to wake yourself up, get into flow state. Physical activity. I don't care. There we go. Sorry, I was echoing. Pull up another tab. But what was I saying? Oh, I don't care what it is. Just really to get the blood flowing and to get those endorphins going. If you're like Josh and myself, we're on the computer all day long, so we have to actually time out throughout our day of when we're going to get up and move and work out and et cetera, et cetera. Hola, Diego.
So guys, if you guys want to join us, there's a link inside the comments, and there is a link inside of the YouTube description. Facebook, you guys see that StreamYard link? That is the link to join us. So you guys want to join us on camera, we can have up to 10 people on camera. Come join us. Come get excited. Come get fired up. Let's get this day started off right. We're about to do this 5-minute workout. We're coming to you guys live right now from Big Bear. Beautiful views, beautiful air, beautiful sound, beautiful smell. And so we're going to get this workout in up here. Wherever you guys are, though, set down your computer, set down your phone, work out with us. 5 minutes of getting the blood flow moving, jumping jacks, push-ups, whatever it is. We got my guy Jess that flip over there moving like a robot every 10 seconds. That mobile connection, bro. You're like freezing, but you're good. Don't worry about it.
All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull up a timer for this 5-minute workout. Let's get it. If you want to join on camera, here is the link again. Just put it into a new browser if you're on your computer or your phone. It's always easier on your phone, though. And we're going to go ahead and get started.
Oh, my God. What's good, homie?
Good morning. What's up?
What's good?
Good. All right, here we go, guys. Now.
Yeah. Look, I just wanna make a living, I just wanna do it right. I'm just trying to take what isn't given past the oversight. I'm just trying to make it kill. It didn't happen overnight. They talk about my name so much they start to get over. I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Are you driven? Are you bold? Can you turn this into something on your own? I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Is it riches? Is it gold? Is it something you can find within your soul? I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Is it music? Is it love? Maybe not, or maybe other deal above. I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Is it faith in love or love? This is something you don't plan on giving up. So tell me, what's the drive you got within you? Where your mind is often sent you when you're broken down, about to drown. It's hard to push, continue. I can tell your mind is easy when it's packed inside a venue. When I gotta give my all, you know I'm ballin' just like them two. Cause I'm super like them Sonics. Slam a beat, they call me Onyx. Then I hit it like a 3-Ray Allen from the corner pocket. Save the legacies, ain't no way you testing me. Test to test, I'm better than a bitch. They call me MVP. Valuable and potent, and as long as you don't see it,
4 minutes remaining.
man, they gon' remember me. That's cause I am the centerpiece. My point is I'ma shoot on it. They try to go ahead and be my perform to swallow on for you can't intervene. It's black and white, so earn your stripes just like a referee. I'm not who you pretend to be. I'm grounded and I'm gifted to the day they wanna bury me. That man, I'm moving cleverly. Man, they tryna make me into something that I'll never be. Control my own fate, I'm taking charge of my destiny. Lay the path that's set for me. The 7 deadly sins can never hinder or diminish me. The nouns, words, and verbs are getting coupled with the similes. This is real life, ain't nobody ever sending me. A different type of entity with confidence is into me. A future goat is what I'm gonna be. The crystal ball is christening me into the day I leave my legacy. Look, I just wanna make a living, I just wanna do it right. I'm just trying to take what isn't given past the oversight. I'm just trying to make it killing, didn't happen overnight. They talk about my name so much they start to get over. I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Are you driven, are you bold?
3 minutes remaining.
Something on your own, I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Is it riches, is it gold? Is it something you can find within your soul? I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Is it music, is it love? Maybe not, or maybe all the deep above. I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Is it faith in the beloved? Is it something you don't plan on giving up? I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Are you driven, are you bold? Can you turn this into something on your own? I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Is it riches, is it gold? Is it something you can find within your soul? I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Is it music, is it love? Maybe not, or maybe all of the above. I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Is it faith in the beloved? Is it something you don't plan on giving up? I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Are you driven, are you bold? Can you turn this into something on your own? I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Is it riches, is it gold? Is it something you can find within your soul? I gotta ask you, what's your motivation?
2 minutes remaining. One minute remaining. Seconds remaining.
'What's up? What's up? Hey to those that are still watching. Shout out to everyone that worked out. Shout out to everyone that didn't work out.
You didn't work out. You're lazy.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this meditation. Out of breath. We'll catch our breath. Quiet our minds. Get focused.
What up, everybody?
A little
Morning.
today.
Well, I see a lot of people in the comments, man. People who used to be in camera. What's up with y'all? Y'all been
I don't know. They
a lot of
hibernating.
people camera shy, a little bit scared.
Dare you get a haircut?
Daryl got a haircut. Yeah, he got a little fresh cut.
Yeah. To make sure my mango shape is showing. I got a mango head.
Go ahead. How fun.
I like it, man.
All right, you guys, let's go ahead. We're going to do a guided meditation today. This is the moment to cut out any distractions. If you're familiar with meditation, if you're not, I'll go over it. It's really just quiet your mind, little reset button. Get rid of any distractions. Turn off the lights if you want. Get comfortable. Get out. Get rid of your phone. Put it aside. Really just be here in tune for these 5 minutes. Oh, it's a 6-minute meditation, you guys. It's going to be on keep your momentum. So you're going to sit and listen. Keep that momentum going. When we take a moment to mindfully reflect on a goal at hand, it will help us maintain motivation. Aisha takes us through a guided meditation for whenever you're feeling stuck. So go ahead and mute yourself, you guys. Turn off your cameras. Zone in just on these 6 minutes. Don't think about what you got going on today, tomorrow. Oh, crazy echo? Yeah.
Sorry, using headphones.
Yeah, it's because we're not using our headphones, you guys, so you guys can both hear us. So we can use the headphones and switch it back and forth again. All right, here we go.
Hey there. Let's ease into today's meditation by taking a moment to get grounded. If you can, get yourself in a comfortable position. Relax your shoulders, your arms, and any tension around your jaw and forehead. Start by taking a deep breath in and out. And again, in and out. One more time, in and out. We've all been there. You know, when you started off excited for a goal, and then that excitement kind of wears off, so you're struggling to stay motivated? Sometimes the getting motivated part isn't tough. It's the keeping up the momentum. So today, we're going to do a simple meditation to help maintain motivation. It involves reflecting on 3 key things. What inspired the goal in the first place, what you've accomplished so far, whether that goal needs to be modified. So let's take this moment to get mindful. Begin by taking a deep breath in and out. One more time, in and out. Focus in on the rise and fall of your chest as you continue breathing. Notice your heartbeat and how your body feels in this moment. Settle into the stillness. First, bring to mind your why. When you set out to do this, what was your inspiration? Sometimes in the process of doing something, this can get lost. So, take a moment to bring this to mind. When going for our goals, it can feel as though we've been working on something for a long time. And it's only human to feel worn down by that. So take a moment to reflect on what you've actually accomplished so far. Big or small, these achievements have an impact. One thing that can also slip through the cracks is that when working on different goals, we forget that we're in control. It's up to you if you want to keep going, change the goal, or just stop altogether. And whatever choice you make, as long as it's with your best interest, is the right one. Take another deep breath in and out. One more time, in and out. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Remember, staying motivated is all about taking a moment to step back, breathe, and reflect whenever you're feeling stuck. And before you go, repeat after me, out loud or in your head. I have control over my motivation. One more time. I have control over my motivation. Yes, you do. You got this.
All right, you guys, go ahead, come back, turn on your cameras. You're using the headphones, right? Okay. Headphones. Does this sound better, you guys? Does this take away the echo or whatever you guys were hearing? So many cords over here. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, it's like a crazy lag. It's almost like
Oh, it is a lag, huh? Yeah.
It's your computer.
There's
yeah, it's
always...
like 6 seconds behind today or something.
What'd you say?
I'm even echoing.
It's fine.
Make
on
sure
my
you guys
end.
don't have any YouTube tabs up or anything like that to create a bigger echo. Yeah, there is always a lag, especially with the more people that we come on. There's always going to be a lag from here, from StreamYard to YouTube. I just wonder if is there what can I say, a lag between us that are on camera.
Oh damn, that's me. I still had YouTube open also.
Yeah, the YouTube. If
You're
you have
exactly right.
If you have the YouTube open, then it's going to get really confusing because there's always going to be a little lag on there. All right, you guys, that was it for today's meditation. Let's go get this gratitude. I'm going to pull up the little, what is it even called? The little scanner, orange square thing, barcode up in the corner. Explain it to you guys that are new. If you're watching this call on a computer and you have an extra phone in hand, go ahead and pick up your phone and go to your camera like you're taking a picture. Daryl's face in the top right corner. Hover your camera like you're taking a picture of that little orange square. When you do that, this barcode will come up to the top. You can click that, and it'll pop you right into our app where we comment our gratitude every single morning. You'll see a few hundred comments or so. So go ahead and do that. If you are on your phone watching, just pull up an extra tab on your Safari or Chrome or whatever you're using, and go ahead and go to teamjetset.com/goodmorning. And that will pop you into the same place. When you're typing your gratitude, we're going to type today, you guys, at least 3 things that you're grateful for. So whatever you want, just type something that you're grateful for. So yeah, go ahead and go to teamjetset.com/ don't ignore this link Josh just typed that says goof morning. It's good morning. But we're going to go ahead, teamjetset.com/good morning, or scan the orange square. Type 3 things that you're grateful for, you guys. And if you're completely lost and you're worried that you're going to comment in the wrong place, it doesn't matter. Just comment wherever you think. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, just comment in the comments, like 3 things that you're grateful for. At the end of the day, this is for you. This is to raise your own vibration. This is for you to just put down things that you're grateful for, feel it, embody it, embrace it. You want more blessings in life. You got to be blessed for the current ones. Be grateful for the current ones. So let me go ahead and write a real link because that's not, ignore that goof morning. TeamJetSet.com.
What's up, Galen? Hey, you guys are watching this right now. You guys want to join us on camera? There goes Melissa. What's up, girl?
Good morning, Melissa.
What's up?
Good
What's
morning.
up?
There's the right link, you guys.
Yo, real quick, man. I just got to give a
great.
big shout out. Let me hear this. We're going to be doing a switcheroo with these headphones. Got to get my mic working, my mic. But guys, yo, I just want to give a big shout out to you guys. I've been meaning to say this since earlier today. Now Melissa's here, even better timing. You guys have been consistent as hell. You guys have been showing up. You guys are always on here with good energy. Like this group right here, Galen as well. You guys are always on here. You guys are always smiling. You guys are always like, I can tell you guys are always excited to like learn more. You guys are excited to actually be a part of this rather than just kind of showing up here and there, just like to get like a little.
Told you so.
Yeah, just because I said so, or just for like a little like natural high for the day. But I can tell you guys are actually like serious about like changing your lives. You guys are serious about like making improvements. You guys are serious about whatever you guys are doing. And I just fucking love it so much. Like it gets me super excited whenever I see you guys pop on here. And I feel like it's like a little bit like a little family vibes coming in here. Like every time I see one of your guys' faces, I feel like I've met all of you guys before. I know all of you guys. Like, you know, I can't wait till. Yeah, I can't wait till, you know, everything. I'll probably start honestly doing some small in-person events sooner than later, like social distance, small ones, you know, figure out what I can do without, you know, getting fined and going to jail for throwing some massive event or some shit.
I'll go to Mexico.
Yeah, we'll do something fun. We'll do something fun, but like I just can't wait to like meet all you guys in person and stuff like that because I love the energy you guys bring to the calls. I love the consistency you guys bring to the calls, and I just love how you guys have the desire to learn and to work hard. And so that goes into my gratitude. I'm super grateful for that. But just super excited for you guys. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my fucking heart for showing up every single day, every single freaking time you guys are here with a big ass smile on your face. I love it.
Thank you, man. I feel the same.
Consistency is key. Oh, thank you so much for the switcheroo. Okay. All right, you guys, go ahead, take a couple minutes. If you're still commenting what you're grateful for, take your time, and then we can go ahead and share. For those of you that want to share, all right, you guys, I'll go next. Let's see. Today I am grateful for this community. I'm honestly super grateful for you guys, the team, the support, and most importantly, you guys keep me accountable every single day. I wake up every single day and start my morning with this call. And on Sundays, it feels totally different, right? The days that I haven't done this call, it's not the same. It doesn't get me out of bed. Even if I don't feel like it, I'm forced to get on the bed. And as soon as I get on camera with you guys, I'm feeling grateful. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling energized. I'm also grateful for the opportunity to work on my leadership skills inside the community. It's different, like becoming really good at something and, you know, a skill. And doing it versus teaching somebody it. It's just, so now in this community, I get to work on my leadership skills and show what you guys, what I'm able to offer. And I'm also grateful for nature. Today is our last day in Big Bear. Right now, we're going to go hiking, go explore, go outside. And I'm just blessed before we get to go back to the city. The city's amazing too, but I love Big Bear. So that's what I'm grateful for today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Enjoy your hike.
Thank you. Anyone else want to share on camera?
Yeah, I'll share. I'm grateful for being able to go through the motions and like play with the thoughts of things I prefer until it becomes more physical. I'm grateful for the fruits in my kitchen right now and some leftover food that I cooked last night. And I'm grateful for, what did I say? Staying on the grind, even though I'm really sleepy. I'm trying to push out work and catch up. So I'm grateful that I'm dedicated.
Love it.
I've been a little sleepy lately too, bro. I've been taking a couple power naps throughout the day. It's part of the process. It's part of the process, man.
It's part of the process. Tell yourself you ain't sleepy. All right, let's see. Katrina says, I'm grateful for support, family, great mentors, talking to Josh and Timmery, and for the sun shining on this beautiful Thursday. I agree. I agree. Galen says, get fired up, Daryl.
Fired up,
Tevin, you want to go ahead and share yours? I was about to read it, but you might as well share it.
Yeah, I'll share mine. I'm grateful for my health today. I'm grateful for all the opportunities in my life, and I'm grateful for the mindset to always push towards my goals.
Woo! Hey, JJ, what's up? I'm a finals I'm writing every day. I'm grateful for my new girlfriend. Her name is Water. No, you're not tricking us. You're tricking. I thought you really had a new girlfriend, but you're just talking about like drinking water, right? I'm grateful for having. I know, I can't judge nowadays. It's 2020. People be naming their kids wild things. So I'm not going to even assume. If it's a joke, funny. If it's not, nice to meet you, Water. I miss your face, though, JJ. Jump back on camera when you're done with your finals.
JJ, is she serious? I thought you was for show. Like, you're serious, bro.
All right, Melissa, your turn. What are you grateful for today?
I'm grateful for this community. I feel like I was used to kind of already having a big community, but it was everyone doing the same thing that I was doing, like in my business. But being on here, it's just people doing all kinds of things, which is really awesome. There's a lot to learn from everybody. Everyone has different perspectives, and it's been a couple of months now, and it's just been so amazing. A lot of growth, not only in these calls, the early bird roundtable, but every other call that we have has been amazing. I'm grateful for divine timing. I feel like it relieves a lot of stress just knowing that everything is happening the way it's supposed to be, and everything's going to happen the way it's supposed to be. So it's like you're just chilling,
That's a good one. That's a good one. I gotta remind myself that throughout the day too. Divine timing. Everything's supposed to be happening. What's happening is supposed to be happening right now.
Yeah, it just makes everything so much more enjoyable. You enjoy what you're doing because that's exactly where you're supposed to be at. And the internet, because it just makes it really accessible for you to start your own business and just learn whatever you want to learn, versus having to go to school for something. Now you can literally just do it online, which is awesome.
Right, you can go any which way. I love it. I also agree with the Team Jet Set thing. Like, it's not like it's like most communities, like everyone's doing the same thing. That's why they're in the community. But this one's just like a very broad thing. So we get to learn from so many different people, and everyone's in different industries, but can all bring something to the table. We're all looking to grow a business and grow a brand. It just depends on what type of brand. So I really like the
Jet Set vibe, man. That's how Jet Set vibe. Only Jet Set can do that, man.
Hey. Big up.
We in every country, we in every state, we in every continent, even Antarctica. We got a couple polar bears on the calls, man. Come on.
Xavier, you want to share, and then we'll go ahead and pull up a a motivation video. Let me go ahead and get that going.
Sure. What's up, family? First of all, I'm grateful for you guys and the whole community, this group. I'm also grateful that I have the mind and the will to come and eat at the table every day because it's always good fruit. And last, I'm grateful for what's to come through all this.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I like that you said that you're willing and open to come to the table every single morning. It's here, right? You just have to actually have the willpower to get here every single morning.
I'm going to tell you guys a quick story about that in a second. So, but real quick, I'm super grateful for building passive income streams and building a business that allows me to create income online. I remember, man, when I was like stuck and lost and confused and didn't know what to do, and I hopped online and I was just like, how to make money online. Researching and finally came across some stuff, came across some people, started watching them, and just to be able to tap into that and fully like receive, the benefits and just like, take full advantage of it and give it my all. Just super excited to be able to do that, to be able to take that income and, diversify into other places. So super grateful for that. I'm super grateful for being up here in Big Bear. Gonna head down soon, We said we're going to go back to the city, but I'm also trying to figure out, I don't want to go somewhere else new. I like to switch it up a little bit, get a little bit of novelty. So I may go to Scottsdale or like Cabo or something. Not sure, but probably Scottsdale because a bunch of entrepreneurs are over there. So I want to start networking with some more people. And then grateful for my ideas and the vision and the ability to be able to execute on them. Just knowing that whatever vision that is planted in my head is a real vision, it's a real dream, and it's really actually obtainable. And to have that knowledge, just, to get me excited to go hard and go after my dreams every single day. I'm super grateful for that. And again, super grateful for all you guys on this call. Dude, you guys, it just makes all of this 10 times more worth it, 10 times more exciting, knowing every single day I get to network, get to talk, and get to, associate with other people who are trying to get to the next level. And so give you all a little round of applause for that one. Super grateful for that. And I wanted to share a quick kind of story with you guys that I heard my buddy Daniel talking about the other day. And it kind of has to go with that, like sitting at the table type of thing. So you guys may have seen the movie Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. Has anybody seen that? Just give me a thumbs up if you've seen that.
Good, but just very emotional.
And so at one point in the movie, Will Smith's son, I think Jaden Smith, he asked like Will Smith, he's like, Dad, let me tell you like this story. He's like, there's this guy, he's drowning in this boat. He's drowning in this ocean. And he's screaming out. He's like, like, God save me, God save me, or something like that. And so next thing you know, a boat comes by, and the boat's like, hey, like, you want us to help you out? We'll get you out the water. We see you drowning. We want to help you out. He's like, no, it's fine. God will save me. God will save me. So the boat keeps going. Another boat comes. This time it's like a bigger boat. And they're like, hey, we're going to help you. Like, hop on. He's like, no, it's fine. Like, God will save me. And he's like sitting there drowning in the water. Like, God will save me. So the boat keeps going. And I think that the very last one was like a raft or something like that comes by. And they're like, hey, like, we can help you. Like, get on. He's like, no, don't worry. God's going to save me. And then next thing you know, he ends up drowning. He dies. He gets to heaven. And he's like, God, why didn't you save me? And God's like, yo, I sent you 3 freaking boats, you big dummy. And then, so it's just a super funny example because a lot of people, they want to see like this super crazy sign that's going to show them and take them and lead them to the path where they need to be. But there's signs in front of them every single day. And so the example my buddy Daniel was giving, he's like, people are out here asking for a sign, asking, how can I have a better day? How can I have a better routine? How can I be more motivated? How can I have more energy? How can I get to the next level of my business? How can I scale my online business? And, God is sending these signs. He's like, yo, we got Daniel doing trainings over here. We got Jesse doing trainings over here. We got, this entrepreneur doing trainings over here. And they're doing free calls in the morning. They're doing free calls at night. They're doing free calls on social media. They're putting out information. They're putting out, cheap information, and they're just giving you a community, they're giving you a place to be able to access, to be able to use. And these are your signs. These are your signs that you've been asking for. These are your signs that you said, I want to get to the next level. I need help. Where's my sign? The sign is right here. The sign is right here. Like, this is your sign. This is your boat. This is what's going to help you guys get to the next level. But some people, all of a sudden, they fall off because they're like, no, God, where's the sign? Where's the sign? They show up to a call for 3 weeks, and then they disappear and never show up ever again. They're like, I'm still looking for my sign. And God's like, yo, it's right here. It's right here. And so you have to be open to receiving. You have to be open-minded to taking and using the information. You have to be open-minded that the sign is not going to come in the form that you think it's going to come in. You're going to ask for a sign. It's going to be put there, and it's not going to come in any way you imagined it, but it's going to come. And it's going to come because the second you see that sign and you plug in and you start to feel better, you start to get happier, you start to see some sort of results, not just if money, but just in any area of your life, your motivation, your energy, your excitement, your vision gets bigger. That is a key tell sign that's like, yo, that's what it is. That's what it is. And so you have to stick there. You have to write it out. And, you can't be ignoring God's signs and looking for a different sign. He ain't going to throw you some magical unicorn that's like, bah, with your name written on it every single 3 months when you start getting lazy from the first sign. So you got to stick with it. And so that just, that idea and that reminded me when you said that, coming to the table every single day, because it's here. And, a lot of people ignore that sign, but, you guys are here. You guys are, show up consistently, and you guys are putting in the work. And so you guys see that sign. And so this is a sign for us too. Like I told you guys, we had a shitty, horrible morning routine, and we were like, yo, we need a sign. Yeah, we had no morning routine. We were like, we need a sign to get to the next level. And I was like, we got to make an obligation. God said, yo, man, start an early bird roundtable. Put it out there. People will join. People will change their lives. People will get excited. People will benefit from it. And you'll be consistent with it. Go ahead and boom, he planted the seed inside of my head, started it, executed on it, and now we're here. And so, guys, just reminder, keep going, keep going, keep going. Be open-minded to receiving those signs.
Stay consistent. Shout out to all of you, like you said, that's been consistent.
Amen.
Hey, Kenny. I feel like I haven't seen your name in a while. What's up? What's up? Kenny, and also Steve the P. Steve the P, we missed you. We got your face for the first time yesterday, and then you popped no face today. Miss Yan says that's crazy because I prayed last night for a sign.
It's your sign.
Amen. Yeah. I'm happy to be here with you guys
You've been
too.
looking for a sign. I'm telling you, this is it right here, man.
All right, you guys, let me go ahead and get some Eric Thomas motivation. We're gonna watch a quick video, get us in the zone. If YouTube doesn't like us, I'm sorry. If it's back up. What are you doing? Sign. Oh, give us a second, you guys. We're on YouTube. I'll just get a bunch tomorrow, today, and line them up.
How long is this one? Is it time?
Don't do one that's too crazy in time.
No, I'm just trying to find a short one.
You can hover over it, and it will tell you the time.
There you go.
You can do that one.
6 minutes.
That works.
This one.
All right, you guys. Here we go. Like I said, if YouTube stops streaming, I'm sorry. We get in trouble every time for sharing these.
Ever leaving your own home? Hi, my name is...
I remember praying one day. I'm out praying 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking to the Creator at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I ain't where I want to be. And I'm like, God, I ain't where I want to be. And he was like, you stop being a victim. That's why you ain't successful. You're watching LeBron make his dreams become a reality. You're watching the Black Mamba make his dreams become reality. If you put the same time LeBron put in, and I started studying, and I realized as an African-American male, I need to get a master's degree and a PhD in order to do what I'm doing. And guess what? I had to get up even though it was hard, and I had to take ownership of my life, take ownership of my time, take ownership of my day. But what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to wear another man's armor because I didn't know if I was in the fight wearing Saul's suit. I needed my slingshot. I needed my 5 stones. So when you see this E slingshot right here, this E 5 stones. Why? Because what Saul didn't even work for him. So a lot of times we copycatting other people and doing what they doing, and it ain't even working for them. But because you have a low self-esteem or because you need to be affirmed, you're doing what they want you to do, and I promise you, if I go out, I'm going out ET. It's about freedom. I want to be able to get up and walk wherever I want to walk. I want to be able to walk in the neighborhood where I can have my hoodie on, Alex, and not get shot down. I don't run with people who count on me to put up 50 points. I run with people who put up 50 on their own. I put up 50, they put up, and we murder you. So, look, Mike, that's why I respect Mike. If I can kill you, I'm killing you. I'm not giving you life. I'm not giving you no doggone game. I'm murdering you. If you can go in 4, you're going in 4. Mike ain't sweeping one team and then going 7 with another team. I'm sweeping everybody. Why? Because I'm putting up 50 every night. I'm not missing no free throws. I'm MJ. I ain't missing. That's why I run. My people don't miss assignments. My top dogs don't miss assignments. When it's their turn to do what they do it with no flaw. And then I get up when I'm supposed to get up and murder it. You putting up 50 and your squad putting up 12. You don't stand a chance. We got that dog. We ain't reactive. One-dimensional players, no disrespect. One-dimensional players aren't in the league. One-dimensional players ain't in the league. What made Michael Jordan is he can put up 30 and he can shut your butt down. He can play offense, he can play defense. He can play 40 minutes, 48 minutes. And most of you in this room, your problem is you're one-dimensional and you trying to hang your hat on that. So what? I'm the #1 motivational speaker in the world. Am I the #1 father in the world? My kids don't care nothing about YouTube. My wife don't care nothing about YouTube. So what? You're the #1 motivational speaker. Are you the #1 husband? When you come home, cut all that foolishness off and give me me. Life punks you. Life punks you and say, do you really want this? I'm going to give your wife MS. Do you really want this? 5 of your aunts going to die of cancer. Do you really want this? You're going to lose friends. Do you really want this? Your mama going to be pissed when you write the book about your family. Do you really want this? Do you really want this? Cousins going to abandon you. People that you used to be like this with going to think you bougie and don't want to deal with you. It's a part of it, but I paid too much. If I was going to quit, I would have quit in the abandoned building when I wanted to commit suicide and take my life. I should have quit when I heard my voice say, your mama don't want you. Your own daddy don't want you. Take your life. I got through that. So why I'm going to quit over a grade, an F on a grade? Why would I quit because I didn't do well on the master's degree? Come on. And so I'm telling y'all, you have come too far to quit now. You have invested too much to quit now. You have lost too much to quit now. Get a reward for your pain.
All right,
That
you
boy
guys.
said, get a reward for your pain.
Come on.
Get a reward for your pain.
It's not too
Yup. I love it.
Don't ever play me, man. Come on.
All right, you guys, let's get this. I should have prepared you guys, but let's do a quick Q&A. We're pretty good on time, so let's do like 10, 15 minutes. If you guys have a question, whether it's about the affiliate challenge we just started or finished, or we're in the middle of it actually. The Inner Circle Squad thing we went over last night, business, life, social media, whatever you guys are asking or wanting to know, go ahead and write out your questions in the comments. I'll give you guys a minute or two. If you want to ask the question on camera, you can come on camera and ask as well. I'm going to drop the StreamYard link just for anybody. I know we have some viewers on Facebook and YouTube. So if you want to come on camera with us, you can come on camera with us. Here's the StreamYard link. Does anyone have any questions right off the bat?
Yeah, I got one off the bat.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. So this is the marinating phase, right? Before, okay, we created our content and our pictures, and we're waiting for the 6. So we just sit here and wait and anticipate. Is that what's up?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
You shouldn't be waiting. I was saying you should be working even harder now. Like, think of the 5 days as the learning. You needed to know what affiliate marketing was. Then the reason why we pushed it back to the 6th is because now you need to take action on all the things you said. So now you need to all your social media platforms. You need to be revamping them to making them look professional in your niche. You want people to go to your profile and know what niche you're in and industry you're in. You need to be creating content. So you should be banging out at least a YouTube video every single day on the product or on the topic or on the industry. So like everyone's kind of doing different things, but if you're doing drop auto ship, then you should be making an e-commerce video every single day. Remember I said, find your target audience, find their pain points, and then find solutions to their pain points. That's the little videos that you should be making. So, anything in e-commerce, it can be about drop auto ship, but really just anything to build your brand and establish yourself as an authority figure in that niche and say, hey, I know what I'm talking about. So you should be learning, consuming, reading blogs, watching your own YouTube videos so that basically so you could repurpose that and you can now reteach it to other people.
I thought it was all about just joining groups and just adding people in. That's all we do until the 6th.
That's one of the ways to build your audience. And real quick, just to clarify, not push back, but we have like this little window. This is to grow your audience for the actual launch. So like we're preparing you for the actual launch. This is part of the launch. This is the pre-launch. This is the pre-launch before the actual launch. And so what your goal is to do, it's very simple. You don't have to become some sort of super expert, like with a bunch of e-commerce experience. You have to realize most of the world, like, dude, I think we have like 50% almost of US Americans that are unemployed because of COVID-19. All these people are starting to realize that the internet is a way to make money online. All these people are starting to realize that they need to create some sort of extra way to create income. And so it's a very strong and very easy and very likable and trendy topic to be able to talk about how this has affected the entire freaking nation and make videos off of it and build your brand. Think about it. You don't even have to tell some crazy story. You can just tell your story. You can tell a story of somebody you know who's been affected. You can tell a story of people that you see on the news who's been affected. You can just read a blog about somebody who's been affected and just go ahead and, talk about that. And so what I recommend doing is literally just going online, figuring out some stats, making a video. hey, this many people are unemployed. This many people lost a job. I read a story about talk about some random story you read. And there was another story where I read about and this is why it's so important. You got to create additional streams of income. This is why it's so important that you got to get online. You know, there's so many different ways to build a business online. You can go with this route. You can go with this route. You can go with this route. But the reality is you just have to do something. You have to do something because there's people all over the freaking world who lost their jobs and they're doing nothing. This many people filed for unemployment. This many people, you know, don't have any sort of way to look to. So just figure out something. I recommend, you know, e-commerce. E-commerce is what selling products online because, you know, you can look around and see that there's so many stores that are being closed down, that are, you know, going out of business, that are losing their business because there's people with e-commerce selling things online. Like, go and then just boom, name the stats, and then bam, that's like a 5-minute video, 6-minute video, and then just wrap it up there. And so, guys, you know, that's really it for today's. I'm gonna be talking a little bit more about this, you know, over the next, you know, couple weeks. Make sure to comment, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Or you're just a news facilitator. Like, the best way you can do it is being a news facilitator. To give you guys an example, I'm gonna give you an idea that I'm gonna be starting soon. A new business, and it's going to be a side business. My goal is to build it, to sell it. And I'm literally just going to build like a text message thing. I'm putting it out there because I know nobody else will do it, and nobody else will do it as well as I will do it. So if anybody's watching this right now, you can try it, but trust me, you're not going to be able to do it like I do it. But I'm going to be building a news source where I send out text every single day, but it'll be like a newsletter, like a once a day newsletter or 3 times a week newsletter, and people can pay different amounts for how often they want news. And it's going to be sending a short 1-sentence like line of text about the news for the online make money, you know, e-commerce, digital entrepreneurship, like niche. And so imagine getting like a text every single day or 3 times a week with like 5 sentences. You know, 1, you know, Walmart is shutting down due to e-commerce or something like that. You know, 2, you know, this business right here is, you know, now tripling their sales using this marketing method. And it would have like a little links to like full articles, but I'm going to send people just the full recap. So I'm going to be giving them news sources so they're always up to date on like the newest e-commerce trends, make money online trends, and etc. And so that's the business idea I'm doing, and I'm going to make it like $5 a month, $7 a month. But because I know people want to pay to hear news. Like, there's so much bullshit online. There's so much information online that is very hard to like.
Time to read all those articles, even though you need to like know what's going on, because it's hot in your industry.
Right, and so it's very hard to filter it out. And so anybody who can be good at facilitating information, facilitating news, can make a lot of money online, or even not just make a lot of money, but build your brand online and become an authority figure. And so I recommend going ahead and doing that, but for, you know, again, this niche, for the e-commerce niche, for the digital marketing niche. So that's all you're really doing, just create videos. And even for you, Melissa, in your niche, this would help you big time as well. Just creating videos on YouTube, talking about everything that's going on, asserting yourself as an authority figure, talking about additional ways to make money online, and, you know, sharing with the information, sharing this strategy, and then having a soft pitch for people to engage with your content, follow you, etc. And you start to assert yourself as an authority figure. Makes sense?
Makes sense. All right, let me see. Melissa had a question. You want to keep these on?
We'll go back for it.
What was the hardest limiting belief you had to overcome, and how did you overcome it? We'll take these back.
Xavier had a question too.
That's like a thing I think about it.
I probably got a couple different ones because throughout my journey they change. You know, throughout my journey they grow and get bigger. You know, then I realized they're all small. And then at one point I realized like they're all don't even exist. But then you still have deep down those like iceberg ones that you like you don't even recognize that you have, but it's there, and you're like, oh shit, like this one's low key fucking me up. I didn't even think about that one. And so the first one I think was that people wouldn't buy expensive products from me, like or buy expensive products in general. Like, I remember back in like 2016, like I was like, yo, nobody's gonna buy like $1,000 product. Nobody's gonna buy like a $400 product. Like, you know, I was like, people want to buy like $40 products, $50 products, but that was because at that time I never bought a product, never bought a $1,000 product. And like I was just out of high school, I barely had like $1,000 in my bank account when I first started, and so I couldn't even fathom spending $1,000 on a product. I didn't have any credit cards. I was just turned 18. I didn't have any credit cards. I couldn't fathom like swiping my card for something at that price. And I saw people like buddies that I've met who were selling products for like $1,500 and like making like $90,000 like a single launch day. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I was like tripping out, and I couldn't like, you know, sell it. I couldn't sell it. I remember all my products used to be like low ticket for like until maybe mid 2017, like maybe like 7-8 months later. But then I realized like I was thinking about how I thought about money. I was thinking about my feelings about money. I was thinking about how I've been conditioned about money my entire life, just up until out of high school. I was selling with like my self-limiting beliefs on products, not other people's self-limiting beliefs. And so like I had to overcome that by realizing like, hey, if people see the value in a product, it doesn't matter how much it costs. I'm like, people will buy it. The reality is, it's just, I realize now it's the same to sell a $5 product that it's the same to sell a $10,000 product. The value proposition just needs to be high enough, and the target audience just needs to be the right target audience. And so if your value proposition is high enough for a cheap product to a cheap audience, then it's going to sell. But if the value proposition is high enough for a high ticket product to a high ticket audience, then it's going to sell. And so that's what I realized with that. And so that was my first limiting belief: is don't like judge like your customers based off your own self-limiting beliefs with your money.
Probably have a bad money blueprint. We all start off with a bad money blueprint, and you guys can look that up. There's so many really good articles, podcasts, and professionals that study like the neuroscience and the money blueprint. So you guys should all be working on your own money blueprint, because that blocks a lot of blessings, all of our money blueprints. And we've talked about that before in like the aimbot challenge, I think it was. We listened to some guided meditations, right? And she's like, you have to remember growing up. Oh, can you not hear me? You have to remember. I wish I could pull up that call. I don't remember which one it was. But you guys have to remember the money blueprint. And when you're going through childhood, you are put on all these limiting beliefs by your parents, mostly by your others, by whoever's just in your, whoever's in your house, your home, your teachers, and all those self-limiting beliefs, all those insecurities go onto you, and you may not even realize it that you have those deep down. So that's why a lot of people don't like selling, right? That's like a lot of people get offended when people talk about money or say, oh my gosh, you're bragging, right? That's like a lot of people don't feel confident enough to sell their own product or feel pushy. Like that's all your money blueprint, you guys. And I remember the meditation, what was the example? It was like, she said that when she was little, she had to obviously dig deep, but she'd never felt worthy of expensive things, and she didn't know why. And she said, like, you have to realize, I had to realize, like, even when I was young, my parents didn't have a lot of money. If I would go to the store and I would pick something out, they'd be like, no, we can't afford that. Like, what are you talking about? We're not going to get you a $70 t-shirt. And she's like, when you're younger, you can't like you can't really like filter out why, or in your head, you're just like, I'm not worthy of that. I can't afford that. And that you really do take those limiting beliefs. There's a bunch of neuroscientists that talk about this, but you take those into your adult life. So we all need to break those. Well, that's why we suggest you guys write them down, your current money beliefs, look at them, burn them, write new money beliefs. But that's like a really, really, really big thing. Kind of went off topic, but.
That's why I always set my goals. Like, so a lot of the things that I want in my life are like the number one of the number ones. And it doesn't have to do with it just because it's most expensive, but I just want the number one thing that's available, just because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I want to be number one. I deserve to be number one. How come somebody else can have number one, but I can't have number one? I should be able to have number one if I want number one. Like, that's my new way of believing. So when I would say I want a Bugatti, it's not because it's my favorite aesthetically appealing car. Like, I really actually like the McLaren more aesthetically appealing, but I'm like, but it's the number one and everybody knows it's the number one. And so there's no reason that so-and-so could have it and I can't. Like, if I want it, I deserve it. I'm like, I want a jet. I want a fucking Boeing 737 business jet one day that can seat 50 people with a pool table inside of it and rooms inside of it. I'm like, there's somebody else that's a human being that has it, then why can't I have it? He's a human being. He's not a motherfucking robot, so I can have it too. So, like, I just want number one because it's number one, and so I'm conditioning my brain to always like think like that. And I want number one because I deserve and I'm worthy number one, not because I'm like, going into debt to get number one just to say I have number one. Does that make sense? Like, I want to deep down know that, hey, I deserve number one, and number one's nothing because I'm way bigger than that. My self-image of myself is way bigger than that. That's just a small piece of the pie, not because I'm like, fuck, I want to look like I'm number one. Let me swipe my fucking credit card and go into debt. That's not what I'm talking about. I want to be number one and not just look number one. And so that was my first self-limiting belief, was like money, how I viewed money and how I sold based off money. So I stopped, what's it called? Making customers like assumptions for them. And I also started to look at the biggest success stories and people who were killing it with whatever products or similar products. And I'm like, some people are literally buying this product for $400, $500, $1,000, and some people are literally changing their lives and building a 6-figure business, 7-figure business. Somebody like Lasana, who came into the Aimbot Challenge, made $107,000 with a consulting deal just because being in these calls, the affirmations and all this shit. I'm like, dude, that's so valuable. Like, if you would have went to the future and been like, hey, you would have made $107,000 after the Aimbot Challenge, I'm telling you this right now. This is your guaranteed future. Would you give me $50,000 to enroll? She'd be like, fuck yeah. Like, she would swipe her card $50,000 if she knew that she was going to make $107,000 in the next month. And so I start to view it like that and be like, at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with me, has nothing to do with my products, has to do with the person's ability to use it and go all in, and if it's the right timing in their life. And so, now when I realize that, I'm like, all my products are actually priceless. They're priceless. It just depends if the person is going to use it to their ability, and I'm going to give them 100% of me. If they're going to give themselves 100% of themselves, then they're going to make it work. Maybe not now, but eventually. Even if the product doesn't pay off right now, who knows? It puts them on a path down their life where 10 years later they're in a place they would have never been, and they could have never been there if they didn't buy this product because maybe they didn't want to listen to mindset then. Maybe so I started thinking the long-term game. And so when you guys go sell things to people, don't just think about the results right now of the product. Think about, can this product help put them on a path and a trajectory of sequence of events that can change their entire life? Because if that's the case, then it's definitely 100% always going to be worth it. And I would say self-limiting belief number 2 was not thinking a lot bigger, a lot sooner, a lot faster, just with everything in life. Like, I started thinking of, like, with the goals that I did crush, I'm like, I told myself I was going to crush that goal, and then I crushed it. But what if I told myself I was going to crush a goal 10 times bigger than that, 10 times sooner? Would I have crushed that goal as well? Like, you get what I'm saying? So, like, if I'm like, man, I want to do 2018, I was like, man, I want to do an event with like 750 people. I did exactly 750, like 3 ticket sales, and within like a month. And I remember a week before the event, I was trying to call Palms. I was like, yo, can I upgrade? I was like, I think I can sell 1,000 more tickets the next like 5 days. I was like, can I upgrade my venue seat or my venue like to 2,000 people? And they're like, yo, we don't have any more room. This is the biggest room. It's like 750. And I'm like, fuck, like I should have went bigger. I should have went to a different hotel. But I only believed at the time I could do 750 people. And so I ended up, just selling that out like a week before the event. And I was like, but what if I said 7,000 people? Like, would my efforts have aligned to sell out 7,000 people? Like, would my actions have aligned to sell out 7,000 people?
It's like when you take the test and the teacher says, hey, you have a test in 3 weeks. Somehow it takes you 3 weeks to study.
Right.
But if they say, hey, you have a test tomorrow, you get the same grade because somehow you study and you'll do it. It just depends on the limit that you put in your head.
They're all agreements. Like, everything that you think you can do in your life right now is an agreement that you set with yourself and to the world. So if you think you can make $10,000 a month and it'll take you 4 months to do it, that's the agreement that you told yourself is possible. So like, you will never, ever, ever, ever make $10,000 in like 1 month if you told yourself you think it'll take 10 months. Or if you told yourself it'll take 4 months. Like, unless you get like lucky, but you won't be able to duplicate it consistently. If you told yourself it'll take me a year to do it, then that's what's going to happen. If you told yourself, but again, you have to believe it. That's the hardest part. You have to affirm it and reaffirm it, and start to see these validations that will make you believe that that's what's possible. So, but if you were to get yourself to believe that you can do $100,000 in the next 90 days, then that's what will happen. But you have to fully, truly believe it, not just be saying it like and like hoping and wishing. Like, you have to wake up in the morning like, holy shit, I got $100,000 that's going to be coming in 90 days for sure. Like, that's for sure. Like, that's crazy. Like, you have to be in awe about it. And so that belief is, thinking bigger, a lot faster, a lot sooner. And you have to stretch what you believe. You have to go bigger and, dissolve those agreements that you made with the current world right now. Whatever agreement that you made is possible with the world, dissolve it. It's gone. Make a new agreement right now. You get to choose your agreements. That's the cool thing. You get to choose your agreements. So make that decision, change your agreement, dissolve because everything that you believe right now is based off of your prior experience and who you are as a person and everything that has shaped your perspective. Like, that's why you believe right now. So when I believed I was going to be like a millionaire within like a year and a half of dropping out, that's because I've made an agreement in my head. Like, yo, I could be a millionaire. Like, I'm going to go hard. I'm going to go, I'm number one. Like, and I made that agreement. I believed that agreement. I acted off that agreement. Versus if I believed that, hey, I can make an extra maybe $4K a month online, hopefully within the next year, and like I can have some side income while in college, then I would have acted off that agreement. I wouldn't have went all in with it. I wouldn't have, took the big risks that I took. I wouldn't have. So you have to, like, whatever agreement is going to determine your actions, whether it's subconscious or consciously, it's going to still align with that. And so dissolve those agreements and really get clear on what you want and when you want it. And the last one I will say is the last limiting belief is not being worthy to work with other individuals that are at higher, like, altitudes in their business. And so, like, in my head, I'd be like, oh man, I can't, like, I shouldn't reach out to this person yet until I get this many results, or I shouldn't do this until I get this many results. And I always tell myself that I knew what big move was going to unlock me to the next level, but I can't, and I'm not worthy, or, it's not going to work, or they're not going to be willing to, or, nobody's going to XYZ until I have some sort of XYZ results. When in reality, I've been worthy the whole time, and a lot of people have been wanting and desiring to work with me. And so I've tricked myself in my head that I'm just not good enough because, of whatever reason. And so, I should just be reaching out to more people and networking with more people right away. And if they say no right now, then try again later. And so that goes with you guys who, are maybe not collaborating with other people, who are not reaching out to bigger people, not, putting yourself out there there's so many other people that are in your guys' space, in your guys' niche, that are in your guys' maybe size demographic of your guys' social media, in your guys' experience demographic, who would love to get on a joint live call with you and cross-collaborate off, audiences, who would love to do a podcast with you and hear your story, who would love to hop on your podcast and share their story, who would love, there's so many people, but in your head, you're probably saying I'm not good enough yet, I'm not big enough yet, I'm not, I don't have enough results yet, I don't have enough social proof yet. And so you're blocking your own blessing, when in reality, that's your thought. It's not their thought. It's your thought. It's not their thought. And so just go out and stretch yourself a little bit more to go work with other people who are making moves and who are on the come up as well, because everybody is thinking the same shit. That's the reality. And so when people get hit up for a collab, they get excited. Oh shit, somebody wants to collab with me the same way you would if somebody were to hit you up. But everybody's just too damn scared to make the move. So just be the one that makes the move. Be the one that takes initiative. The reason why I've been able to have the success I have today is because when nobody in the industry was down to collab with people, when nobody in the industry wanted to be friends with people, when everyone thought it was competition, oh, this is a competitor, this competitor, year after year after year, 2017, 2018, 2019, I've always said, I would hit up 30 people at once, yo, let's do a collab event. Yo, let's do a collab mastermind call. Yo, let's do a collab webinar. And I would hit up 30 people, and everybody's yeah, sure, I'm down. Next thing you know, I bring 30 industry legends together. And I've done this every single year. So I always get my momentum. I bring and I'm about to do it again soon for the 100K squad. I bring across 30 freaking industry legends, people who never met each other, people who never knew each other, people who thought that they can't network with this person because of XYZ, people who thought, they weren't good enough yet, people who thought maybe they're too good or whatever they thought. And I put them all together. They all vibed out with me. I connected them to everybody else. And now they all like me because they're I was that facilitator. I was that person who connected them with everybody else. So I just gained massive leverage in the process. And all I'm doing was connecting the dots. I just had the balls to reach out to everybody else, while everybody else was thinking, oh, this is my competition. I can't fucking talk to them. Well, I'm just why don't I just get everybody who's competing and just put them all on one call and put them all on one stage? And so it's giving me massive leverage. And it has always been so much fun. And I've seen now, even today, so many of these people I helped introduce each other to, they're on freaking, doing events together. They have partnerships together. Some of these guys are MLM leaders together. And it's there'll be a downline, 5 levels up, who's all people that I brought onto my stage at one event, and I see them all literally be this guy enrolled this guy who 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 has 300 people on the team. I'm holy shit, all 5 of those guys met at my fucking my event. And so that's so powerful. And none of these things would ever happen if I would have thought that I wasn't worthy enough, if I would have thought that I can't be that person to connect people. And so just be that person. You don't have to go for the big fish right away, but you can find 10 small micro influencers, 5 small micro influencers, 5 guys who are just getting started, who are hungry, and you can see them going hard, but they haven't built massive influence yet, but they're going hard, and just put them all on the call. I tell you what, you find 5 individuals, 5 micro influencers, 5 people with less than 5,000 followers, 5 people with less than 10,000 followers, but that you see who are making the attempt to go hard, and you get them on a call, a group webinar call, and you guys get them all to promote it to the audiences a little bit, and just get 50 people to show up, 100 people to show up, 20 people to show up. That will spur more momentum than you could ever freaking imagine. I promise you. That's something that I know 100% hands freaking down. If you can get 5 people from either the same space or a different space, just 5 people who are going hard, who who could talk about mindset, who could talk about working hard at your goals, who could talk about making a transformation in their life, who could talk about what they're currently working on, who could talk about the challenges and what makes them want to go hard, and you can get them on a call, and they each share their story for 20 minutes, and you can get 20 to 100 people to watch that live. Watch your life fucking change in 90 days after that. Watch your life change in fucking 90 days. I can promise you that. Watch your life change in freaking 90 days after that. The only thing you have to do, get these people on a call, stay connected with them, and do a one-on-one call with these people after, and just talk about what you guys just did. And everybody would be oh shit, bro, this was crazy. I promise you. So many people I know so many people who have blown up and have massive fucking brands now. And like, it started with me just being like, yo, you guys all down to get on a call and shit now? And some of these guys make like $2 million, $3 million a month from their fucking Instagrams or stuff like that, or have built their entire, real estate agencies and portfolios and like, people that work for them, like from their people that follow them on Instagram because of these calls that we did back in like 2017, like 2018. And so I'm telling you right now, the quickest way you want to level up, stop thinking everybody is, won't work with you, and just go be bold. Just go be bold. Those are my 3 self-limiting beliefs that if I would have crushed faster sooner, success would have been 10 times bigger. And so do those. Actually do those. Don't just listen to those and be like, those are cool, but actually do those. Actually do those and watch your life change for sure.
I thought these went well with what Josh was talking about. I am worthy of manifesting my dreams. Most of you guys know how we do our affirmations on here. We do these every single day. I'm about to hop off this call and do my custom ones, my own personal ones. But we're going to go ahead and I'll do I'm worthy of manifesting my dreams. Those of you guys that are on camera, you guys can mute yourself, but keep your camera on because we're going to read these out loud to ourselves with confidence, with conviction. I will when we're done. All right, you guys, here we go. I'll give you a couple minutes. Stand up tall. Get rid of any distractions that are around you. Say these out loud with energy, with full conviction. Here we go. I'm going to mute myself. Okay. All right, you guys. That's it for today, you guys. I hope we give enough time.
That was a good one.
Go ahead. I suggest you guys, this is a side note, Josh wanted me to mention it to you guys. We talked about it, inner circle, but to write down your own affirmations that actually, these are important, these are great, but your own personal affirmations, the own personal things you want to accomplish, who you want to be, write them down. Get the Otter app. record yourself saying them out loud every single day. And then the new thing we added was to play this audio recording of yourself before you go to sleep. Well, while you're sleeping, while you're going to sleep, basically.
Let me elaborate real quick. So, real quick, write this down if you guys need to. Here's what I want y'all to do. And this is gonna fucking change your life more than you can ever imagine. Your reality is created by validation. Validation is created by, repetition, reinforcement, and you've seen, right? You have to believe first, and then you see it. And, everything that you see will align with your beliefs. If you believe that you're going to make a ton of money online, if you believe that you're going to become a successful business owner, if you believe that you're going to be happy, then all of a sudden when everything's happened, you're going to see that as validation. Right? Oh my God, I just learned this new skill. Well, that's validation that it's going to help me build a business online. Versus you being like, man, I hope I can make money online. All this new skill seems so hard. You're going to start seeing things differently once you start to believe in differently. And so what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to write down your affirmations, be very clear, be very descriptive. I'm talking about when you write it down, I want you guys to be able to visualize it and be able to see it in your head. I want the 7,500 square foot house in Miami, in the city right here. Right. You're right. I live. So don't actually, you're right. Don't say I want. You need to actually say everything in present tense. I have a house in Miami, 7,500 square feet, off the water, da 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 da. I have a six-pack. I feel so confident I can speak to anybody. There's never been a time in my life, and there never will be a time in my life, and that I feel uncomfortable when speaking to people.
I work out 5 times a day, and I eat only healthy food.
Like, whatever your affirmations are, but be very clear, be very descriptive. I want you guys to imagine in your head that if your life was to start over tomorrow and you can have the exact dream life that you want, you can have exactly what that is, but you have to write it down. And if you don't write it down, you won't get it. So if you're like, man, I'm not going to be, tall, bold, and in shape, then you leave that out, then all of a sudden you'd be, short, stubby, and, maybe have one leg, like whatever it is. I want you guys to be very descriptive in what you want and what you desire. Very descriptive. Like, what color is your car? What steering wheel do you have? What color wheels do you have? What brand? What does your furniture look like in your house? How early do you usually wake up on an everyday basis? What time do you usually go to sleep? What time do you, or how many calories a day do you eat? Just be very descriptive with your life. Like, write it down as if this is somebody's going to make a movie after, and they need to know exactly what it's going to look like. After that, you write it down. I want you guys every day to say it out loud and record it on Otter. So read it out loud. When you read it out loud, drag your finger across each word. Don't just kind of ramble it, but drag your finger across each word. I want you guys to start making that visual connection, that tangible connection of your brain, reading it, seeing it, hearing it, and touching it, right? I want you guys to put it out there to the universe and make it real. And each night, or honestly, whenever you have free time, I want you guys to replay that back, replay that Otter back. Taking a shower, play it back. Going to sleep, play it back. In the car driving, play it back. I want to just go in and repeat. That's how you change your belief systems. It takes about 66 days of repetition and reinforcement. I want you guys to just repeat it into your head, where your brain starts to hear your own voice saying all these things that you desire, but it says it so many times that your brain starts to believe it. Your brain starts to be like, I actually do have a house in Miami. I actually do have this car. I actually am in the best shape of my life. I actually do wake up at 5:30 every single day. Because the more your brain believes it, your actions, because it goes to your thoughts first, your thoughts, your words, then your actions. As your actions start to align with some of those things, like, I'm in the best shape of my life. Maybe you start eating a bit healthier. Your brain goes, wait, I am in the best shape of my life because I eat healthier. Bam, it becomes reinforcement. It becomes validation. Then all of a sudden you start to see a little bit of results. Maybe you start to see, a bit more tonality. You're like, wait, I am the best shape in my life because I have tonality. Like, look at, and your brain starts to be like, this is true. Whatever I say is actually true. Whatever I say is actually true. And it starts to now align and get closer to where you actually want to be. So I want you guys to do that and, make it a habit of doing it every fucking day. Every day.
It's like
Billionaire neuroscientist.
Yeah, like a billionaire neuroscientist. A super cool podcast. You guys can go look at it. I posted it in the app. But when you do this, he said you write it, the custom ones, and then you can say it out loud and record yourself every single day and then play it to yourself at night. Of course, like Josh said, replay it throughout the day. But the sleeping one is key. So make sure you do that. And the more, the merrier. So you can re-record it every single day and play that version to yourself every single day, which I think would be cool because I think all of us, and we're going to start this with you guys. We're doing this today. We haven't done this. We haven't done it like this. So we're going to do this with you guys. And it's going to be interesting to see like today's recording versus like in 30 days or 60 days is just the difference in my voice, the conviction in my voice, the excitement in my voice. Just real quick, we said 66 days because he says everyone tries to say like you build a habit in 21 days or something like that. He said it's bullshit. It's 66 days. So that's why we said 66 days.
Oh, you got to record it every single day?
Yup. Just like you do your affirmations, it's you doing your affirmations. It's just instead of reading, you're already reading affirmations out loud every single day on this call.
Cool.
I want you guys to make it a part of your habitual process, like breathing. Make it like breathing. Like, don't be like, oh, I don't have time today to do this. This is what gets you exactly what you fucking desire. There's no excuse to miss this. Like, this is what's like 20 minutes doing this every day. Should
It won't even take 20 minutes.
But however long it takes, whatever. But like, dedicate time every single day. There's no excuse to miss this. There's no excuse to miss this. If you truly desire what you want, if you truly want to achieve what you desire, and you want to become who that person is that you visualize in your head, that future best version of yourself, understand this is literally step one and the most important step to getting there in the fastest way possible. Like, don't ever like work all day. Like, I didn't have time to do this. I had to get work done. Like, this is the shit that makes your work easier. This is the shit that makes your creativity flow. This is the shit that attracts all the blessings that you're acting for. There's no excuse to miss this. Like, this should be like breathing. This should be like shitting. This should be like peeing. You do it every single day. It's like, you do it every day.
Have a good day. Have a good Thursday.
See you guys. Go hard. Get it done. And talk to y'all soon.